Welcome to another podcast of the current situation at Manchester United. Manchester United is going to be hosting Newcastle at Old Trafford come on Saturday on the 11th of September. And that date is very historic because if you are a fan of Memory Lane, yeah, it's quite a tragic a date. I remember in 2001 when I was with my father in the States and I was a baby, I was sucking on titties, right? And I wasn't aware of what was saying because I was a baby, but I remembered when it was on the news because I was not in the state where it happened. I wasn't in New York when it happened. I was actually in Florida or Miami, right? But when I was seeing this on CNN as a babe, I remember this as a babe now. I was very again as a baby, I was like, what babies would do. So you're not aware of what you're seeing. But I remember when my father was in I think we were at a hotel, and the news was breaking. It was a breaking news on CNN, and I saw that. And seeing that as a babe, bro. Again, I told you guys I'm a different. I'm different, bro. But I that was very tragic. That was very tragic, and I am not a person that's from the States, but I was in the States when it actually happened. The Twin Towers, that's known as the Pentagon, I think it was the Pentagon or Towers or whatever. It was two skyscrapers that were basically twin towers. They were basically twin towers that this close. Like it was very horizontal. No, it was very vertical, not horizontal. It was very vertical, like going into the sky, into the heart of the sky. And yeah, man, two planes, bro, two planes that were hijacked went through those towers, and those towers trashed and came down. Imagine if you're in that scenario, in that situation, or even if you're in a building and you're working and you see one big plane coming towards you, how are you going to feel? A lot of persons that day, this was one of the days that changed history forever. I'm not going to get deep into that, but persons after that day, if they lost loved ones, they were questioning, where was God? Where was God? Why was my family member killed? Why was my innocent family member killed? If God is real, then why did this situation happen? Things of that nature were asked. Questions like that of that nature were asked. Yeah, man, that date, man, that date has a heavy, a gray cloud that is heavy. You see me, and a lot of persons really lost a lot of lost their lives that day, man, and yeah, but to bring this back to football, bro, I guess we're going to see the same thing in different contexts, bro, for Newcastle, bro, because the done is going to start now. The done is going to start. You know that, don't you? You know that the done is going to start. Yeah. Our prodigal son is going to start. Yeah. And before I get into the preview, there's a few notes, housekeeping notes that I want you guys to be aware of in relation to Manchester United. Dimitov Berbatov make point about Cristiano Ronaldo that may worry Harry Maguire. Now, on first glance, when I heard this topic, I knew what he was basically saying because everybody knows the brand of Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo is a brand. Cristiano Ronaldo has an don't let me start line now, but he has a hotel, he has a statue. He has, I think he has an airport that is in his name. Don't correct me if I'm wrong. He has an island for himself. He has more followers on Instagram more than Kim Kardashian. More in like way more than your female crush on Instagram. He's very well known. If you were to ask any girl that goes to high school if they know Cristiano Ronaldo, they would blush and say, I know Cristiano Ronaldo. He's a Man United now. Yeah, I know him. Yeah. I don't really watch football, but I know. So even they know Cristiano Ronaldo, and they don't even watch football. But that's how big his brand is. Right? And going back to Berbatov's point, talking about Cristiano Ronaldo may worry Harry Maguire. he's basically saying, without getting lengthy, because I want to paraphrase what he's saying. He's basically saying that, yo, if you're having a player of Cristiano Ronaldo standing in your midst as a captain, and you know that he's a captain himself, at least on a not international level, and he's very outspoken, that's where monkeys can come in the wrenches. This is where two snags can come at a pit stop. If Harry Maguire is trying to make a point across into trying to, for example, if there's no goals in the first half and he's trying to say, yo, we have to get at it in the second half, and I want you to be doing this and I want you to be doing that. Berbatov is basically saying that for an ego of CR7 size, the size of CR7's ego and personality, he may have to clash, at least figuratively, not physically, no, because they're footballers. This is not a boxing match. But he's basically saying that having that ego, that can prove to be somewhat detrimental, at least in the dressing room. Because I said this before, bro, you cannot have a bunch of players. I even made the analogy, the corny analogy. You know that I'm a very corny person. It is what it is, right? You know that if you have a train that is going north, if this is north, if you have a train that is going north, the wheels on each side needs to be going north, because it's heading north. It's heading north. You cannot have a wheel that's saying, yo, I'm going south. I'm going down the south. And you can't have another wheel saying, hey, I'm going east. And you have another wheel saying, yo, I'm going mid-east. That's going to create confusion and conflation. That is not going to be a unit or system that is in sync. That's going to be a unit that has a mind of their own. It's good to have a mind of their own, but when it comes down to a unit sports, bro, you have to compromise a bit. You have to acquiesce to your captain or to your manager. So Berbatov is basically saying that for an ego of CR7 size, Harry Maguire is going to have a few issues. God forbid, but the last thing we need is having a squad. Yes, we have the good squad, but having a squad that is full of egos. Because Bruno Fernandes is an ego, Paul Pogba is an ego. Harry Maguire seems humble. I'm not sure he's that type of player, but given that he's the captain, he might that might blow up his head a bit. CR7 definitely has an ego. That's not even a question. Sancho has an ego, as young as he is. Rashford may have a say so, but he's coming back from injury, right? Martial is quiet. Greenwood is humble. So that side that can create confusion, but the last thing we want is to have tussling matches of egos, man. Bruno Fernandes, CR7, Harry Maguire, those are like the biggest influence in our squad, along with Paul Pogba, of course. Can't leave out Paul Pogba. So, yeah. Berbatov is spot on right here, so because it can be worrying for Harry Maguire, and Harry Maguire know that he's not nearly a big brand, if he is a brand, than CR7. Again, bro, your little sister knows about CR7 more than she knows about you, and you're her biological brother. So what does that say about you, bro? But yeah, man, a few other keeping notes before I get into the preview. Ronaldo starts as Solskjaer makes two changes. Everybody knows that we have a few players that cannot be playing against Newcastle. The McFred is out of the question because hooray, no McFred at least for one more game. Because McTominay is injured. He has a groin injury. Fred, he has stay out because the Brazilian Federation has basically said, if you're not going to make our player play for us, we're not going to make your player play for you. So with that being said, the McFred will be dead. The McFred will not be enabled. Danny Van de Beek, anybody? Who's gonna start Saturday? So Danny Van de Beek may start on Saturday. But I'm gonna get into the starting lineup just in a second. Of course, you guys know, leave your comments down below, preferably your lineups for the Newcastle match. Whoever is starting, whoever I think is gonna start, from an Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's perspective, or who you think is going to start, comments down below. Like and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, I was basically saying that given those two players that are not going to be playing, our midfield is going to be very I'm pretty sure our midfield is going to be more fluid, more dynamic, more enthusiastic, more exciting. Bruno Fernandes, Paul Pogba, Danny van de Beek, Matic. We still need a defensive midfield, so I'm guessing that Matic is going to be playing a vital role in this game. Yeah, I think he's going to be playing with Danny van de Beek. But yeah, given those two, yeah, he's going to make two changes, and those two changes, of course, Fred won't be playing, and Phil Jones is always injured, right? But yeah, let's get into the starting lineup, right? David De Gea is going to be starting. I don't see Dean Koon starting, or what some may call Dean Henderson starting. Right back is the Spider-Man. They call him Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Centre back, Rafael Varane. Of course, Harry Maguire. And left back is Luke Shaw. In midfield, this is where it's going to be very exciting, right? Matic, I'm getting distracted. They're showing me Luke De Jong's presentation for Barcelona, header in the ball. Brother, anyway, Matic will be the defensive midfielder in the midfield. I'm pretty sure Danny van de Beek has to start Saturday, bro. Because if this dude doesn't start on Saturday, then my man has a grudge. Ole has a grudge against Danny van de Beek. So Matic as a defensive midfielder with Danny van de Beek as the number 8. Bruno Fernandes as the number 10, of course. Paul Pogba on the left wing. Jadon Sancho on the right wing. Let me repeat that. Jadon Sancho on the right wing. So with that being said, you know that Mason Greenwood is not going to start. Well, I would put Mason Greenwood up top. You know, yeah, the striker. You didn't put the striker up top, so I'm guessing that Mason Greenwood is going to start. No, he's not going to start. Well, if Mason Greenwood is not starting, I'm pretty sure you're going to put Martial up top, because Martial hasn't been in the goals as he has been for the past almost 2 years. So I'm pretty sure that you're going to start Martial. No, I'm not going to start Martial. Oh, hold up. I know you're going to start No, Cavani. I know Cristiano Ronaldo is at Juventus, so I'm not worried about him because he's not in Juventus. Yes, Cavani, start Cavani up top. Not Cavani. So who are you going to start up top? Cristiano Ronaldo is starting up top come on Saturday. And this is where 9/11 will repeat itself for Newcastle. You see me? My man in Newcastle is going to be on bended knees, looking in the eye of the sky and asking why they're going to play against the best forward. That's seriously that see, have me talking foolishness now. that Man United has possibly had. CR7 is one of the best forwards in the Premier League as a winger, as a very dynamic winger. So with this dude coming back in the starting lineup as a striker, not as a right winger or as a left winger, yeah, Newcastle Newcastle needs to be fasting now. They need to be indoctrinating prayer and fasting. Yeah, they need to be drinking water 3 times a day, more than that actually, reading the Bible. Read the Bible. And yeah, man, it's going to be quite a testy match, because again, CR7 got his first and only hat-trick for Manchester United against Newcastle at Old Trafford in 2008. So yeah, Newcastle fans, they know what's up if they have been supporting Newcastle since then. My prediction score is probably 4-0 or 3-0. A convincing, very exciting 3-0 victory to Manchester United. Of course, with your lineups, leave your scoring lineups. Imagine that, having a scoring lineup with your lineup, right? I mean, you're supposed to be having one lineup because you're not two teams. It's one team against one team. Leave your scores in the comment section, whether it's 2-0, 3-0, 2-2, whatever the score is to you, leave it in the comment section and I'll show it to you guys. I might come out with a video on Saturday, yeah, just for the match reaction, yeah. So you'll hear from me come on Saturday night Yeah. And until then, I'm out. Do such.